Hola besties, how are you today? Happy to see you once more. The sun is shining in Amsterdam. Let's start this vlog. Guys, I'm walking in Southeast and I'm hearing some noise. Of course, being curious as I am, I have to know what's going on. So the month of June is a special month in the Netherlands, especially for the Caribbean community, Surinamese community. This is a month to remember the ancestors who were brought from Africa to the New World. This event illustrates the richness of different cultures. So guys, this is a cultural day that they organize each year at a school in Amsterdam Southeast. You see all the flags of the children who attend the school. Amsterdam Southeast is a neighborhood with more than 100 nationalities. So on this day, the children basically celebrate their own culture. And they wear their traditional clothing, they perform. It's so much fun. Guys, as I'm walking through Amsterdam Southeast, a lot is happening. There's like they call it a braderie. It's like an outdoor market, and people sell food, clothes, all kinds of creative stuff, gifts. So I saw my uncle Marcel. I'm going to stop by. He also is selling, so I'm going to buy some Surinamese sweets from him. This is what I got: codfish with cassava and a ginger beer. So let's stroll through the markets. Guys, one thing that I noticed, that these markets are always being organized by the end of the month, when the people who are selling, when they know for sure that the people receive their salary, so they're like, okay, there's money, so there's enough to spend. So these merchants are very smart, of course. That's why they're in the business they're in. You have to have some strategies to get your coins. This is the Hanshof area, neighborhood. So guys, I'm walking through the Bijlmer again. It's called Amsterdam Southeast, but if you're abroad, then you probably heard of this part of Amsterdam. In the past, people saw it as one of the most dangerous places, but it's actually not the case. And it's also a case of perspectives. If you're not part of a certain group, then you don't see certain lifestyles. So everybody experiences this neighborhood in another way. And the past 20 years, there's been a lot of renovations. So a lot has changed. It's also one of the greenest neighborhoods in Amsterdam. So that's why it's a neighborhood that people want to live in. It's sought after at the moment. Pretty much every place in Amsterdam is now being sort of. I'm going to give you about the history of the Bijlmer. The Bijlmer was built in, let's say, the 70s, around that time, or maybe a little bit earlier. But let's say the 70s. It was a neighborhood specially built for rich people, the rich people in the city. And then in about 75, you had like the independence of Suriname, and then a lot of Surinamese people came to live here in the Bijlmer. They needed to house these people. They didn't know where to put them, so for some reason somebody thought it would be a pretty good idea to place the people from Suriname in the Bijlmer, and that's how this part of town grew further to what it is today. So today you have people in the Bijlmer from all different backgrounds, from the Caribbean, South America, Asia, Africa of course, and it's one big giant melting pot. And I have to say it's one of the spiciest areas of Amsterdam in culture, in everything you could say. It's like the Brixton of the Netherlands. The flat in front of us is one of the oldest flats in Amsterdam Southeast. It has its own monastery where they brew beer. So in the summer you can go and buy it. This flat was actually symbolically sold for €1, and then the different apartments were sold for a good price to everybody that wanted to buy it. And now, of course, these apartments, after they've been renovated, are worth more than the price that was paid for the building, the price of €1. People also do athletics on the court that you just saw. They train young people, but also, older people who want to stay fit.
1 week later.
Just taking in the exhibition. I'm at home now and I'm going to do a unboxing for you guys. I ordered a raincoat from Temu, so let's open the package and see what it actually looks like. Well, it looks like this. Nothing spectacular. The things on Temu look better than sometimes in real life. You really have to be lucky. Certain things you can buy, but other things it's like a little bit iffy. So I'm going to try out this raincoat when it rains, and you're going to get the review if it's a functional piece. Another thing, I want to give you a tip on Netflix. I'm binge watching a couple of series, and one thing that you really need to watch is How to Ruin Love, one film that takes place in South Africa, so please watch it. It's a sequel. They already have a couple of films that were made. How to Ruin Christmas is also really fun, and then you had one in which one of the sisters get married. How to Ruin Christmas was really like an all-time favorite. It's too sad. It's unfortunate that the actress in the movie that she passed, she played Tumi in the film. She was really inspirational, so please check that movie out. Family from Suriname came over, and I got some presents, some Surinamese snacks, a bag with the Surinamese flag on it, some mangoes. These are my absolute favorites. Also these pastries, Surinamese donuts. Another good movie on Netflix is Clerks Academy. Guys, that was it for today. See you next week. I'm going to add some images of the celebration of Keti Koti this year. Guys, I'm walking towards Nelson Mandela Park where they're celebrating Keti Koti. That's the Emancipation Day of Suriname and other Caribbean islands on the 1st of July. What we do is celebrate our ancestors who went through transatlantic slavery.
Yeah, yeah. Hey.